weekend, Brody Judge scored his 1,000th career point, becoming only the 10th boys basketball player in the 113-year history of Lapel basketball to reach this mark. At this time, the Lapel basketball team will present Brody with the game ball to recognize this achievement. Now let's meet the visitors from Wapahani High School. First to non-starters, number 3, Leighton Spence. Number 4, Noah Henderson. Number 12, Caleb Lewis. Number 14, Hunter Rutherford. And number 15, Carter Bell. Starting at one guard, a senior, number 2, Logan Wolf. Starting at another guard, a senior, number 10, Nate Luce. Starting at another guard, a junior, number 22, Camden Bell. Starting at one forward, a junior, number 20, Eli Andrews. And starting at the other forward, a senior, number 24, Brock Zittrath. The Raiders are coached by Matt Luce. And now, let's meet your Lapel Bulldog. Non-starters, number 3, Tyler Cash. Number 5, Quinn Wilkins. Number 10, Quay Hall. Number 14, Andrew Ebelow. Number 20, Liam Coe. Number 44, Riley Hudson. And number 50, Corey Smith. Starting at one guard, a junior, number 1, Gavin Craig. Starting at another guard, a sophomore, number 33, Owen Garner. Starting at another guard, a senior, number 23, Brody Judge. Starting at one forward, a senior, number 30, Brody Judge. And starting at the other forward, a junior, number 42, Luke Jones. Your Bulldogs are coached by Kevin Cherry. Officials for tonight's game are Craig McCarty, Sean Sherfy, and Thomas Muller.
All right, Kojak, we're back at it again tonight. It's Friday night, December 13th, 2024. Welcome everybody to Lapel High School. We got the Lapel Bulldogs. Coach Kevin Cherry. They're started off the season 2-1. Kojak, they're hosting the Wapahani Raiders tonight, and they started out 3-0. Coach Matt Luce, he started out good. They're great start for the season for them tonight.
Yeah.
It's going to be a good matchup.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like, definitely on paper,
And
Zach.
on paper, their stats are pretty close, Kojak. We're going to go through them here in a little bit.
Yeah.
Both teams are averaging 59.3 points per game exactly.
Wow. Wow, Zach.
Tip goes to Lapel, Kojak.
It's good to be back in here. I
Yes,
tell you,
it
that
is.
young man with the ball, man, I'm telling you,
Mr. Judge.
Brody. Yeah, man.
He's having-
And his brother, man. Look, them are some great returns.
Shooter. Yes, they are.
Yeah, them some great returns to have. I know Coach Cherry is like, listen, that takes a lot of the stress of what we're going to do, what we're going to have coming back starting the season. You got 2 studs like that, man. Listen, you're going to be all right.
And Kojak, I think they bring back 4 starters from last year's team. So they're playing with a little experience this year.
Right. And then you can't forget, that was a nice shot there.
Eli Andrews, his first 3 of the game, Kojak, and they take their first lead of the night, 3-0 with 7:07 to go in the first quarter. Brody Judge with the ball. And Kojak, we got to mention, they just talked about this before the game.
And one.
It's his brother going to the line, but Brody, number 23, just passed 1,000 points for his career as a Bulldog. How cool is that?
Hey, man, that's super cool, man. Because of his game, I liked his game, Zach.
Yeah,
very
me too.
versatile, man.
Athletic.
Yeah, very athletic, man. I mean, just almost like just a coach's dream, right? And so I'm not surprised. But what I am surprised is that it's like it took this long.
Yeah.
You know, because of the type of game he has and
He's
the type of
smooth.
skill.
Yeah.
Right, man. I'm thinking he would have probably hit that long time ago. But, you know,
He
great
reached
job, Mr. Judd.
And then Bodie just knocked down both his free throws. He's actually leading the team in scoring this year, Kojak, at 16 points per game and 8.7 rebounds a game.
Stud down there.
Yeah, he's tough.
Yeah.
Nice drive.
Oh, good tape. That's Mr. Andrews.
Yeah, it's his second basket. He now has 5. And Wapahani leads 5-2 with 6:31 to go in the first quarter. Woo!
Okay then. Mr. Jones. I guess Mr. Jones said, hey, listen, what y'all won't do is forget about me.
They won't now, will they?
That's right.
That's a nice shot. That's his first basket. He now has 3. And they tie it up 5-5 with 6:10 to go in the first quarter.
You know, Zach, man.
Uh-oh.
Okay. You know, one of my favorite players when it comes to, he got the ball now, Mr. Craig. Listen,
Yes.
man, I just think that kid is just full of skill, man.
Not just on the basketball court either, is it, Coach?
You know what, Zach? And I didn't know until this kid is a stud on that gridiron, man.
Outstanding quarterback for the Lapel Bulldog.
Wow.
And only a junior.
Right. So now, you know, I was kind of, I'm like, man, listen, man, you keep working, man. Man, some college is going to be beating his door down, but hey, not just for basketball. This kid is a top of the line quarterback.
And he takes care of the grades in the classroom as well, Coach.
Man.
Good penetration there. Ooh.
Oh, almost had it. Great ball movement, though.
Knocked it down. Mr. Luce. I believe that's the coach's son, Coach Matt Luce. He coaches Wapahani Raiders. Excuse me. 8-5. Wapahani with the lead. Lapel with the ball.
I like Wapahani, you know, but with Coach Luce, you know, I'm not surprised, man. They're gonna play hard. They're gonna move that ball. They're gonna share it, man. And it's just good, man, to see them, you know, out here and just that team chemistry that they have, man. It's awesome, Zach.
And they had a heck of a run last year, Kojak. Made it pretty far in the tournament. If I'm not mistaken, I didn't look this up before we came here tonight, but I think they made it all the way to semi-state last year. And if I'm not mistaken, they've really only lost 1 or 2 players. So they pretty much, they're playing with some experience as well.
Yeah. Well, you can tell because they don't have a lot of underclassmen. You know, they have 1 freshman. They have a freshman on there, but everybody else is juniors and seniors.
Yes, they are. Stays here.
By the looks of this, though, Zach, I'm just saying by the looks of it, man, Mr. Craig, look, I don't know if he's not in basketball, you know, basketball shape, or I won't just say shape, but the mentality, because of him just coming off of football. But, man, they're going to need him to put some points on that board tonight. Just by the looks of things, they may need him to put a couple points on that board tonight.
And you know, Kojak, he is averaging 7.7 points a game, almost 8 points a game for the Bulldogs. So.
Yeah, that ain't enough. And that's just me because I'm biased, Zach, but that ain't enough for that young man.
And real quick tonight also, number 5, who's not out there tonight, Quinn Wilkins, Kojak. He's averaging 12.3. He's second leading scorer for the Bulldogs. And he's sick. He's ill tonight. He's not playing. I hate to see that because he's having a heck of a season so far.
He is.
Nice shot right there.
I tell you what, Zach, these Raiders listen, they shooting that thing tonight.
Brock Zitgraff, I got to tell you, Kojak, his dad was a manager at Ball State when I was a player over there. And there's Mr. Judge right there.
Right back at you.
Brody Judge, his first 3 of the game. Kojak, we got a nice game, 11-8 with 3:41 to play in the first quarter. Wapahani with the lead and the ball.
Just can't trade baskets because you're down 3.
Got to get a hand up.
Oh, yeah. Shooter. Oh, yeah.
And then you better get a butt on somebody.
Oh, good defense.
Yes, it was. Here he goes.
Defense.
We saw him have a couple of nasty flushes last year, Kojak.
Yes, we did.
The county tournament, maybe.
I love how the Raiders are beating Bodie Judd to that, you know, to the ball. You know, they're cutting off that passing lane when he's cutting, Zach. I love it, man.
You got to, there's been a couple sloppy play here the last couple possessions and some turnovers, Kojak. Wapahani's averaging under 10 turnovers a game. They're at 9.3, but good move.
Oh, wow.
And one.
Caught Mr. Judge sleeping.
That's his second basket of the night. Mr. Zickgraf, and he's got 5.
Number 30, good. His first basket's good for Zickgraf. He'll be at the line shooting 1.
3:05 left to play in the first quarter. 13-8. Wapahani with the lead. Mr. Zickgraf at the line. Misses.
I tell you what, Zach, we seen a pretty good. See that? Listen, they're forcing it, Zach.
You gotta take care of it.
Yeah. You're turning the ball over. You're forcing it. They're doubling
Yes,
Mr.
they
Judge.
are.
So that means somebody else got to step up. You can't keep forcing it because what the Raiders are doing, and I love it. They're taking advantage of your mistakes.
Yes, they are.
Look at that.
What a player.
Wow.
Hey, you know what I liked about that,
Wow.
Kojak? He never gave up on that play.
Not at all.
That's his third basket of the night.
But see, Zach, this is exactly what I understood, what I knew when it came to Coach Luce.
Yep.
And listen, man, you're going to make sure if you're playing for Coach Luce, you're going to play hard until that whistle or that horn go off. You're going to give your all.
Well, yeah,
And that's exactly what they're
because if
doing.
you're not going to play hard, you're going to be sitting right over there next to Coach Luce, aren't you?
Man, listen, they got some nice cushioned seats
Yes,
over
they
there,
do.
too.
Yes, they do. But you don't want to be over
But
there.
I don't want to be. That's right. That's right.
1:58 left to go in the first quarter. Lapel's kind of, there we go, got a little action there. You got to
Man.
take care of the ball, Coach.
Yeah, you do. You do. Mr. Craig is going to have to take some pressure off because they are clogging in down low. So we got to get some type of perimeter game out here. You got to get some perimeter points, Zach.
Well, yeah, because that's going to only help. That's only going to help open up that down low pass
Yeah.
anyways. If you knock down
Yeah.
a couple mid-range or threes.
Absolutely. And they're going to have to do a better job of communicating defensively. Hey, you can do some switching.
Yep. They're awful quiet down there. I
Man,
don't hear
listen,
anybody talking.
And Wapahani is moving. Look, see how you can't fall asleep. You can't fall asleep
No,
defensively.
you can't. That's his first basket, Camden Bell. They extend that lead 17-8 with 1:03 left to go in the first quarter. He can shoot
Mr. Craig, come on. You got to come on with it, Mr. Craig.
that. Brody Judge with the ball. Oh, reaching.
You know what, Zach? I know they call it, but man, listen, man, let them rock. Let them go and play, man.
Bell, his first. Entering the Bulldog lineup. Number 24, Pinham.
Yeah, I'm like, let them play, man.
Number 3, Spence.
We're under a minute, 52.4 seconds. Wapahani leads 17-8. Lapel with the ball.
But you know what, Zach? As I was saying, man, we seen a pretty good JV game.
Yes, we did.
And we seen some players, man, just by my opinion, listen to me. What I'm looking at right now, these two young men that we seen, Mr. Hall, Quade
Yep.
Hall, and Liam
Yep.
Coe.
Could step
Man,
right
listen,
in. Can't they, Coach?
absolute. Look, they be on that court. You understand me? How aggressive they was offensively. They be on that court because that's what they need. They need some aggression
Yes, they do.
offensively. Nobody's being aggressive offensively.
Down to 15 seconds. Craig with the
Come
ball
on,
out
Mr.
top.
Craig.
And he can't hit that out there from that
Right.
volleyball line, too.
Man, listen.
Down to 6 seconds, Kojak. They need to get a shot off. 3, 2, 1. Got to get it off, and he does. Ooh, barely.
Yeah. See that right there, Zach? Bodie, he was in a position to where, that's not his shot.
Right.
Trying to create like
Yep.
that, Yeah.
And Wapahani leads the first quarter 17-8. We'll be right back after this. Stick around. All right, we're back at it, Kojak. Starting the second quarter. Again, Wapahani leads 17-8, and they start the second quarter with the possession.
Zach, I love the movement, and they went to the bench. They got some
Yep. Good penetration.
a strong move.
Man, that was a great penetration.
Wow.
Bell.
Mr. Bell, that's his second basket of the night. He now has 4, and they extend that lead 19-8. Wapahani.
See, you got to move. You got to move, Zach. And you got to look at the
Yes,
basket.
you do. Woo, I thought that was going to go.
Yeah,
Coach
me
Jack.
too.
That was deep, too. 7:20 left from the top. And he got it, Kojak. Mr. Cash, Tyler Cash.
Okay, Mr. Cash.
That's his first basket of the night. Cuts into that lead a little bit.
That's what I'm
19-11.
saying. You know, you got to look at the basket. You can't just put it all on the Brody brothers.
That's right.
I mean, on the Judd brothers. You can't just do that. But you already know, look, with Wapahani, hands down, man down.
That's right.
Help defense, he's strong.
Yes, he is.
Yeah, he's strong. Mr. Cash going to have to back up off of him a little bit. Arms distance. You know, because you get up close, you know, he's going by him. And he's strong,
He's
too.
tricky, too. Like, if you back off too much, he's going to pop that.
Right,
So, like,
absolutely. Absolutely.
that's a tough assignment.
Right. Mr. Cash, you got to be ready now.
And Mr. Bell is their go-to guy, Kojak. He's averaging 23.7 points a game, 3 rebounds a game, 2.3 steals.
Okay. Yeah,
There you go. That's his third basket. He now has 6 with 6:41 left in the second. 10-point lead for the Raiders, 21-11.
man, I don't.
And you know, Kojak, we talked about this a little bit ago, how Quinn Wilkins, you know, he's averaging, he's out. He's sick tonight
Yeah.
for Lapel. He's not playing. And he's averaging 12.3 points a game. They're going to
need it.
need somebody to step
Yes.
up in there and fill that.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Well, I tell you what, they are definitely missing you on the night, Mr. Wilkins.
Get healthy and get back.
Right. And you know what? And I was looking forward to seeing
Me
Quinn,
too.
too.
Me
you
too.
know. Yeah, man. Looking forward to seeing him.
6:14 to go in the second.
That
Still
wasn't a bad
21-11.
take by Mr. Kinnemer. That wasn't a bad take.
He can hit that. Oh, I
Yeah.
thought he was going to let it fly.
Oh, that kick out.
They got some shooters, Kojak.
Penetrate kick out, man. It's almost like they picking and popping, Zach. I mean, listen, they are working like a well-oiled machine.
Yeah, they are. And that was Brock Zickgraf. That's his 8th point tonight so far, Kojak. And they lead 24-11. And Lapel takes a timeout. Probably a good timeout, actually.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. They're picking them apart, Zach.
Yeah.
But what I'm seeing, it's two things that I'm seeing when it comes to the Bulldogs. One, offensively, they're not aggressive, and they're easy to guard because they're focusing on just the Judd brothers scoring. And so we locked that down because they had some turnovers trying to get the ball to Big Judd.
Yep.
But then on the defensive end, Zach, they're not rotating, they're not communicating, and they're breaking down defensively. And so Wapahani, they're just taking advantage of them breaking down. 3 to 4 passes, Lapel is breaking down defensively, and they're taking advantage of it.
Well, I heard the coaching staff on the Lapel side, I heard them talking on defense, but they're not out there on the floor, Kojak.
Right, Zach. That makes plenty of sense, man. And that shouldn't be.
I heard Coach Cherry and his staff over there yelling, but you got to, when you're on the floor like that, you got to be communicating. You got to have that head on a swivel and be communicating defensively.
Absolutely.
There you
Get
go.
you on, Mr. Cash.
Stay with it.
Listen, they are doing a fabulous job putting the butt on Mr. Judd.
Fundamentally sound.
Yes. Now see how they should have just stayed. They switched. Now see, Mr. Judd, he has to get up there and hedge.
Yes.
Yeah, he can't fall off. When they fall off like that, yeah. Now you got to push it.
There
You got.
oh.
Oh, good.
Oh. 5:15.
Yeah, they got to do some attacking, Zach.
5:15 left to go in the half. 24-11. Wapahani leads. Lapel Bulldogs ball at their end.
Man, I got an issue with Mr. Craig, man. He ain't even took an attempt.
Hasn't
Zach.
even looked yet, has he? Coach?
Yeah, man, he ain't even looking at the basket, man. I got a problem with that, sir.
There you go. Oh.
I get it, man. Listen, man, he has the type of skill, he can make something happen, Zach. You know, I get it, man. Awesome football player.
Yeah.
But now you got that round ball. Come on with it, man.
And
You
Coach,
got
the
it. Come
crazy
on with
thing
it.
is he's liable to hit 4 or 5 threes in a row. He's that good of a shooter.
Yeah.
There you go.
And he can get to the basket.
Yes, he can.
You know, he has a bag on him, Zach.
He's crafty.
You know? Yeah.
4:33 to go in the second quarter. Still 24-11. Wapahani with the lead in the ball.
Hey, now see, that's what I'm talking about. That great matchup.
Yeah.
Listen, Mr. Bell,
Yeah, Camden
strong.
Bell.
He was a little bit too strong for Mr. Cash, you know. Mr. Craig, hey, listen, yeah, body to body.
Bodied him up,
That's
didn't he? I
right.
like
Come
that.
on with it. Come on with it. See, this weave, this is where they break down at.
Are they in a zone here, Kojak?
Oh,
went
yeah,
a
they
1-2-2
done went
here.
to a one,
Or
sure did.
Either a 1-2-2 or a 3-2 there. You got to block out, though. There you go. Straight to the basket.
Nice.
Good strong
Nice.
take by Brody Judge.
Nice, Mr. Judd.
That's his
Big
second
bruh,
basket.
big bruh. I don't know which one the oldest.
Oh,
so I
yeah,
ain't gonna
that's a
say
good.
big.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, I'm just talking about size. So
Height-wise,
listen,
yeah.
Mr. Judd, when Brody and Bodie, when
Yeah.
we talk about big
Deep.
bro and little bro, we talking about size-wise.
Man, that was deep, Kojak. That was volleyball line.
Yeah, it was.
But hey, when you're the coach's son, you get a little green light, don't you?
Hey, listen, I tell you what, if he couldn't do it, he probably wouldn't be out there
Oh,
on
he
that
would.
court.
He'd be on the bench.
That's right.
I like to see it.
See, somebody
hit it.
that, and they need that.
Yes.
There you go.
Kojak, that's his second three of the night. He now has 6.
Right, that's what I'm saying, Mr. Jones. You got to come on with it.
That's right. 2:58 left to go in the half. 24-16. They cut into that lead a little
That's
bit.
right, because it looked like the whole defensive strategy was we're going to double Bodie Judd.
Even
Because they're
triple. I
doing-
saw 3
right.
guys on him once down there.
And they're doing it out the gate to where they're saying somebody else you got to score.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Somebody else has to shoot it. We're not going to leave, Brody open either. But somebody else, you other role players, come on with it. So
Yep.
that's why it's going to, look, they're going to need Mr. Jones, Mr. Craig, and Mr. Cash. They're going to need them to put that in there.
They need all of them.
That's right. If I had a choice, Zach, I'm telling you, I'll be putting Mr. Hall and Mr. Cole in there. You hear me? Give me them youngsters.
Boy, look, there's a bright future over here in Lapel in
listen. I'm gonna say this about Mr. Hall, Mr. Quaid Hall.
Yes,
Listen,
sir.
man, you need to stop stunting, stop fronting. You got people giving you the ball, thinking you're gonna go down there and flush it. You even had me excited,
Me
Zach,
too, me
because
too.
you told me that he can do it. I'm standing up and he lays the ball up.
And I
Don't
gotta-
keep doing us like that, Mr. Hall.
I got to tell you, Quaid Hall and Liam Coe both are former ZBA boys. So,
Oh man, yeah. Now, I like them too.
and then
I
hey,
like
I
their
got to
game.
say something also real quick. Liam Coe, he was number 20 on the JV. I don't know what they have him out here. He's dressed in varsity. He's only a freshman, Kojak. But his mother,
Love
I got
this
to
guy.
mention something.
Oh,
his
yes.
mother, Sarah Armington Coe. And I want to congratulate Sarah. She was an Indian back in the 90s.
Absolutely.
Anderson Indian. She was an Indian
Congrats.
All-Star. Went on and
Yes.
played at Butler
Yes.
University. She was a Bulldog there. And she just got inducted to the Hall of Fame this year. Her
Well
and
deserved.
Melina Griffin
Yep.
from Anderson.
Yep,
Yeah.
absolutely.
And they
man.
played together during that run that they made it all the way to the down to Indy that year.
Yeah, sure enough. Same year we made
I was going to say
yeah.
about the same year you guys went to the Final Four.
Unexpected. Shouldn't have made, on paper, shouldn't have been there.
Yeah, you guys were tough, Kojak. That's why you
Man.
play the game, man. You guys were hard to stop.
Man.
So was Sarah.
Man, absolutely.
Sarah was tough.
So I'm not surprised to see, that's a
Liam.
nice pull-up. I'm not surprised to see Mr. Cole performing the way he did. Man, he put a crossover on the individual. Oh, my goodness, Zach.
Just like
Man.
his mama.
Woo. Listen, and I know his
Congratulations,
mama
Sarah.
got that. Yeah, I know his mama. I know Sarah, she got that grit.
Yes, she
That
does.
was a nice shot.
That's his first 3 of the night. Logan Wolf. 1:28 left to go in the half. Kojak 27-16. Raiders with the lead. Lapel with the ball. That's a nice shot right there.
Yeah, it was. So I know Liam,
Yeah.
he got that grit. I don't know his
Yes.
dad, but I know his mom got all the grit he needs.
He plays a lot like her, too, and I love that.
Yeah, I do too.
We're down to 1:08 to go in the half. 27-16. Raiders with
Oh,
the
they're
ball.
getting.
Look at that,
man.
Kojak.
Wow.
Mr. Bell, that's his 4th
Listen.
basket of the night. He now has 8. Timeout, Lapel.
They are exposing Lapel defensively.
Yeah, they are.
Zach. They are. I'm seriously. You know, Lapel's defense has been, below average. I'm just saying below average to where they're not rotating, not off to the ball. Help defense is not there. No communication. And Wapahani they're exposing it, Zach.
I agree. 102 left in the half. 29-16. Wapahani Raiders lead the Lapel Bulldogs.
Zach, it's almost like, okay, what do they do? Because Wapahani is shooting well enough that if Lapel goes to a zone, hey, Wapahani, they firing that ball, right?
Yeah, they are. And hitting them,
Right. And then, if they go man-to-man, Wapahani's just beating them.
They are right now. This is a gut check time. You got a minute left.
There you go.
It's gut check time.
There you go.
How bad do you want it, boys?
There you go.
You need a basket here, and you need a stop at the other end, unless you hold for one.
Right. Look how they're doubling. It's almost like a triangle in two.
Yeah, it is, isn't it?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They're going to have to find some scoring from some. Oh, my
Finally.
goodness. Thank you, Mr. Craig.
Nice rebound.
See, this is why it's so important that when you do that, you have jugs down there to get the rebound. Yeah, man. You got to come on with that, Mr. Craig.
20 seconds left in the half. 29-16. Wapahani with the lead and the ball. Lapel needs a stop here, Kojak, to take a little momentum into halftime.
Yes, they do.
Six seconds to go. Uh-oh, he can hit it from deep. And does. Missed a loose.
Ooh,
that's his second three of the game. Halftime, Kojak. The Wapahani Raiders lead 32-16.
Man, Zach. Hey, I'm telling you, man, these Raiders are on fire, Zach. They're on fire, and I'm telling you, what Lapel Bulldogs are not doing well, the Raiders are taking advantage of that, Zach.
I agree.
And like you said, it's a gut check. Defensively, you need to lock in, and it's a gut check. What you gonna do? You got to make up in your mind that, listen, we're not about to allow you to just keep shooting this ball uncontested. Absolutely not, man.
I'm with you, Kojak. I'm telling you what, I guarantee they're getting a butt chewing out right now in that locker room by Coach Cherry.
Do you know which
staff.
one? Do you think they know which one that's talking to him? Because, Coach got his twin brother identical. I'm up here like, man, I don't know which one is.
Well, they're probably both upset right now.
Absolutely. So. The whole coaching staff probably chewing them out.
All right, Kojak, I'm going to go over some halftime scoring stats real quick. Brought to you by Money Ministries, moneyministries.com. Make sure you go check them out. And also brought to you by ZBA, Zachary Basketball Academy, zacharybasketballacademy.com. Make sure you go check them out. First for the Wapahani Raiders, they lead at halftime 32-16. Logan Wolf, he has 3 points. Coach's son, Nate Luce, hit a couple deep threes. Kojak, he ends up with 6. Eli Andrews has 7 at halftime. Camden Bell has 8. And then you got Mr. Zitgraff that has 8. Pretty balanced scoring right there for the Wapahani Raiders.
Yes, sir.
And that gives them the 32. And then next for the Lapel Bulldogs, you got Tyler Cash came in and got 3 points. Brody Judge has 5. Bodie Judge has 2 off 2 free throws.
Not enough.
Jack. And then Luke Jones had 2 3-pointers. He has 6. And that gives him the 16 points. I got to tell you, there's one thing I do want to mention is that was a great shot, I thought, by Devin Craig there at the end.
Yes.
The only thing is you got to kind of establish a little rhythm before 24 seconds to go at the end of the second half.
Zach. Absolutely.
You got to get a couple more shot attempts up in that.
Absolutely.
It's hard to get a rhythm when you're not shooting.
Right. So come on with it. I mean, he knows that. The type of athlete he is, he knows that. So come on, Mr. Craig, man. You got to step it up. Step it up.
I'm with you. All right, before we take a break, Kojak, I want to thank Lapel High School and AD Bill Chase. Thank you guys for letting us come in here and do what we do and broadcast these kids. They sure deserve it, don't they?
Absolutely. Thank you, guys.
Yep. Then I want to thank the entire Kojak and Zach Show family. Also, we definitely want to thank all you out there that's watching this. You guys are the ones that we do this for. Thanks for joining us. These kids deserve the support. So
That's right. Thank you so much.
that's all I got for the half. What about
That's
you?
it. That's it, Zach.
We're going to take a break. We'll be right back. Stick around. All right, Kojak, we're back at it. Getting ready to start the third quarter here. Again, Wapahani with the lead, 32-16. And Lapel starts out with the possession.
Zach, I so hope they got in there and got what they needed, man, to come out and do something different. Yeah, absolutely.
All right, here we go. They need a basket down here.
Look at them. Look.
Good defense right there by
Great
Wapahani.
job. That's what I'm talking. They are clamping. They made up in their mind that, listen, Bodie Judd is not about to take advantage of them down low. They're doing a great job collapsing on him.
You know what? I got to give Coach Luce and his staff credit for that, Coach.
Yes, sir.
And then I'm going to tell you, I'm going to give the boys credit for coming out and executing their defensive game plan.
Absolutely, Zach.
7:32 to go in the third quarter. Still 32-16. Lapel with the ball. Wapahani with the lead. There he is, Kojak.
Yeah.
I like him shooting that. And look at there.
Listen.
You got the big boy down low
Man.
in position.
That's what I'm talking about, Zach. Take the chance. Put the ball in the air, Mr. Craig, and the rest of the Bulldogs. When you got Mr. Bodie down there,
That's right.
man amongst boys down there,
Yep.
man, do that.
And, hey, that's his first basket of the night.
Yeah.
He has 4 points now, but that's his first basket. He's got to be a little more aggressive on the offensive end as
Absolutely.
well. $6:45 to go in the third.
I love the patience
Yeah,
that
me
Wapahani
too.
is displaying, Zach.
Pretty good defensive possession so far for the Lapel Bulldogs. I'd like them to be more vocal.
Right, but they're losing them though,
Yeah.
Zach. And if you're going to trap, then trap.
Yep.
You can't play loose with them. Oh, great. See, you can't play loose with them.
That's what happens.
Man, they are on fire.
That's his third three of the game, and he now has 11 points on the night with 6:09 to go, and they extend that lead 35-18. Lapel with the ball.
Man, this is perimeter basketball. You can't win like that playing perimeter basketball.
He can hit it. They needed that.
They gonna need that, Mr. Jones.
That's his third three of the game.
Yeah,
He now
he's
has
like
9.
3 for 4
Yeah.
behind the arc.
Yeah. Got to keep looking, don't
I'm
you?
trying to figure out. Listen, now I didn't hit 3 threes. Now listen to me. As soon as the ball touched my hands, it's in the air. Come on, Mr. Jones. Listen, they gonna need this.
Yeah, he's starting to shoot, starting to feel it a little bit.
I like how Mr. Craig took the challenge of Zach. Man, I like that kid, man.
Yeah, me
Mr.
too.
Bell, I
Yeah.
like him.
Yeah, he's tough. 5:16 to go in the third. 35-21. Nice penetration here by Craig.
Man, playing them passing lanes. Oh, wow.
Good strong take right there by Mr. Andrews. He now has 9 and they extend that lead 37-21 with 5:05 to go. I'm not sure about that call, Kojak.
Yeah.
He looked like he was behind
Out
the
of
play.
position. There you go. And that's what I'm saying, Zach. Man, we set it
You
off.
can't assume there's going to be contact. You have
Absolutely.
to actually be
Right.
in position to see it or
Right.
hear it or both. And he got the free throw to go with it, the and one.
Way to knock that down, Mr. Andrews.
He now is in double figures. He has 10 points with 5 minutes to go in the third. 38-21. 17-point lead.
Do you have Mr. Andrews for 12?
I got him for 10.
Oh, okay. And one. Wow.
Was that a 2, Kojak?
Yeah, that was a 2.
Brody Judge for 2. He now has 7 points on the night. 38-23. Lapel with the,
Look,
Wapahani
wide
with
open.
the lead and the ball.
Man, look. This is when you see how they, look, you go to help. They're doing a great job of popping back out and they're kicking that ball, Zach. You can't do that.
Wapahani is fundamentally sound. Look at that.
Wow.
Ooh, travel.
Yeah.
It was a right move. He just got a hop in there. And he
thought about it for a minute.
He did. And he knocked it down, too.
Man, you put that together, Mr. Bay, I'm telling you. Yeah.
That was pretty. Lapel needs another basket.
Listen, Mr. Cash needs to be in there because at least he was shooting. And I think Mr. Jones is out. Listen, you can't be tired now, Mr. Jones.
No, he just hit 3 threes.
Right.
I'd like to see him knock one down here, Kojak. There it is.
Man,
there it is. Devin Craig, his first 3 of the night.
Zach, I'm almost like upset with Mr. Craig right now because I'm like, man, we're in the 3rd quarter.
He should have had those 3 attempts in the 1st quarter.
No communication.
Yep.
Yeah,
right
defensively, man, they are struggling. Heat check, Mr. Craig. Come right back with it, man.
3:12 to go in the 3rd. 38-26, 12-point game. Wapahani with the lead, Lapel with the ball. They've cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, they did, Zach.
Yeah.
So what are we going to do now? Because, I mean, the more time you take off the clock, you put yourself in a bad position.
Yep.
Yeah.
I thought it was going up there for a second.
Listen, and you know what, Zach? You don't take this much time off the clock and then take a bad shot.
That's right.
Oh, my goodness, man. And you got the crowd telling Mr. Craig, Craig, way to stay with it.
Good strong move.
Oh, good strong move.
Excellent move. 2:20 left to go in the 3rd quarter, 38-26. Wapahani with the lead in the ball. Sorry.
They are, no, Zach. They are doing a fabulous job, Zach.
Yes, they are.
At crashing that defensive board, man. Oh,
man,
look at that kick.
Man, look how good they're sharing the ball.
Oh, my goodness,
that's going in. I like that move. I like that mid-range.
Yes.
Didn't fall for him, but that's a good break for Lapel. They just need a basket here now.
You know what, Zach? This is the first time this year. This is the first, I'm going to say, the best example of a team playing for each other.
Yep, I agree.
Wapahani, listen to me, man. These kids are playing for one another. Great step back by Mr. Brody.
Brody Judd. His 2nd basket of the 2nd half. He now has 9 points in the game with 1:27 to go in the 3rd.
Down 10,
yeah,
Zach.
cut that lead, 38-28.
Oh, my goodness.
Ooh, that was deep.
Ooh, look at that. Man, Mr. Ziggraf?
Yep.
Man, Zach, I don't know. Oh, okay, it says he's 6'2".
Yep.
I tell you what, the tallest player on Wapahani is listed as 6'3", and that's Mr. Andrews.
Mr. Andrews.
Man. Listen to me, they're playing, Zach, like they 6'7".
Yeah, they are. They're
6'8".
playing good. They're playing big for their size. I agree with that.
Yes, they are, man.
1:12 to go in the 3rd.
See, they have to communicate. See that?
Yep.
They have to communicate that. There's no. Oh, wow.
Pass.
Look at the kick.
Look how they're moving the ball.
My goodness.
If he hits that. Oh, look at that. Offensive rebound.
Yep. And
great putback there by Mr. Bell. That's his first basket of the 2nd half. He now has 10. 12-point lead now for the Raiders. 40-28 with 45 seconds to go in the 3rd quarter, Kojak.
See, now it's like you draw 2 or 3, then you kick it out for what? To do what? Pass the ball around? Man, listen.
30 seconds to go in the 3rd. 40-28. Raiders with the lead. Oh, shoot. Yeah, they're double, triple teaming Judge down there.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, way to stick with it, Mr. Judge. Good job, Bodie. He now has 6 points on the night, and they cut that lead back to 10, 40-30. Found the backcourt with 7.5 seconds to go in the 3rd.
Yeah, I don't know, Mr. Garber. I don't know.
He's just trying to make something happen there, Kojak. Just
Number 2, Wolf.
I see why Wapahani's 3-0.
Oh, yeah.
That's off.
Great defense. Oh, wow.
Now, I couldn't see it from over here, but I will say this. It was a very late call.
Man, listen. Zach, I thought the game was over. We was on our way home. It was so late, man. Oh, my goodness.
And we're still in the third.
Listen,
I'm not saying he didn't foul him. I just couldn't see it, and the call was so late.
Oh, wow. Yeah,
He got it to fall. Mr. Bell. He now has 11 points. They extend that lead to 11, 41-30 with 1.8 seconds to go in the third. He's got another attempt here. See if he can knock both of them down. Short. Uh-oh, quarterback.
Oh, that might be.
That would have been something if that would have went in.
Right.
That's it, Kojak, for the third quarter. Wapahani leads 41-30 over the Lapel Bulldogs.
That's it here.
That's it. We'll be right back after this. Stick around. All right, Kojak, we're back at it. 1 quarter to go, man.
That's it here.
41.
They down 11.
Yep.
Hopefully that little drum,
That drum line right there from the Bulldogs.
Man, listen. See, that got me hyped up here, Zach. You understand what I'm saying?
do.
See, that's the type of stuff, man. Use that as motivation,
yes,
man.
Absolutely.
Man, I'm seeing Mr. Jones is not in again. Luke Jones. Mr. Cash is just now coming in.
Yep.
Huh? Them was the only two that really hit, behind the arc.
Yep. They need. You talk about a defensive possession. You got to
look at this movement. See that? Look at this movement. I can.
Where's the help?
Oh yeah.
Too easy.
Yeah.
That looked too easy for Mr. Bell right there.
Yeah. Weak side help, none.
Yep. He now has 13 points on the night too.
Right. Wapahani's going to take the air out the ball. They're going to do a lot of passing the ball, and
nice penetration. Good things happen when you penetrate, Kojak, and look out.
Nice shot by Mr. Huss.
They needed that too.
Yeah, they did.
Cut it to 10 with 7 minutes to go. 43-33. Wapahani with the lead and the ball.
Now that I see Mr. Hudson can make that shot, he should have been shot the ball.
When he's open, yes.
Yeah, man. Mr. Craig needs to be on Mr. Bell. He needs to be on Mr. Bell. Yeah.
6:30 to go left in the game.
I love their ball movement, man. You see how they're still moving?
Yep. Nice.
Look at that.
Pretty.
That's just beautiful.
That's pretty.
Yeah, that's pretty music right there. That's pretty music right there.
I have him for 15 so far. 6:07 left. 45-33. 12-point lead for Wapahani. Lapel with the ball. Mr. Judge, and he got it. Brody Judge. He's hit 3 baskets here in the second half. That's his second 3 of the game.
I mean, Zach, they're still in the game.
Yeah.
They're still in the game.
Only down 8 with 5:57 to go.
But they have to get somebody in that's going to lock in defensively, Zach. If you're not going to play no defense, because if they're not going to lock in defensively, like Mr. Craig, you see he's extended that defense. Man, listen.
And we talked about this earlier. You can't trade baskets with a team like this.
Absolutely not. Wapahani, they take care of the basketball.
Yes,
you notice that they haven't turnover. Didn't you say?
They're averaging under 10 a game at 9-point-something a game turnovers.
Yeah.
Anytime you're under double digits is a positive. That's good defense that time.
Yeah, great defense.
Wapahani calls a full timeout. Crunch time, Kojak. This is why you play right here. Down 9. Wapahani leads 45-36 with 5:34 to play in the game. Still plenty of time.
Still plenty of time. So now what you have to do is you have to ramp up your defensive pressure, try to cause Wapahani to make some mistakes and capitalize off those mistakes. If you're not going to pressure them defensively, they have no chance of coming back, Zach. No chance.
It starts on the defensive end.
Absolutely.
And then look, hey, it looks like Lapel has knocked down a couple of their last 3-pointers. If I'm the coach, I'm trying to attack that basket, and then I'm looking out for some of my 3-point shooters.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely, Zach. And you know what? This says a lot about the potential that the Bulldogs have. Man, defensively, listen, if I had to grade them from 0 to 10, 0 being, horrible defensively, 10 being the top, man, they had a 3, Zach.
Yeah, it's not.
Listen, I mean, they're at a 3. Now, just think, right now, they're only down 9. Think if they're playing at an 8 and up defensively.
And communicating.
Yeah. This is a different game.
Still plenty of time, 5:26 to go. Anything can happen. But like we talked about, it starts right there on the defensive end.
Yeah, it does. Now they have to attack.
Find a way to score. Look here.
Yeah, you got to ain't no laying off. Yeah, you got to get up on him. You got to apply pressure, man. Because they're not going to make that many mistakes.
No, 5 minutes to go. No, they're not. They're very fundamentally sound. Oh, good hands. But look, he don't give up, Kojak. Oh.
And that's why I say Mr. Craig need to be on Mr. Bell because of the challenge that he's going to give Mr. Bell. See the difference between Lapel? Oh my goodness.
Okay. That was a little late call too, but man, I don't know why that wasn't called a little bit sooner.
Right. And the thing about it, I don't know, it almost like he got choked on the whistle.
He swallowed it.
Right, exactly. Man, they almost took his arm off, man. But the difference. Go ahead, Zach. I'm sorry.
I was just going to say, Bodie Jez going to the line. He knocks down his first one. I didn't mean to interrupt you, Coach.
No, you good, Zach. But what I was saying, the difference between on offense between the Bulldogs and the Raiders is there's no movement offensively for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, you're right.
Just like Mr. Judd had the ball and the rest of the 4 was just standing. You don't see that with the Raiders.
You're right.
Wapahani. Listen, they are constantly moving, Zach. Watch what I'm saying.
5:30 to go in the game, 45-37, still in this. Boy, they're letting them back in, and they're giving them opportunities, aren't they?
Yes, they are.
But you got to take advantage of those now.
And you have to do it in a timely fashion.
Yes, you do. Whew. Mr. Cash, he can hit that outside jumper. They got some shooters in the game right now too, Kojak.
They do, but they taking a lot of time, Zach.
4 minutes left in the 4th. Time's ticking. He can hit it. Short. Follow your shot.
Follow your shot.
3:50 to go. Wapahani with the ball, and they're leading 45-37.
See, that was a bad possession, Zach. You took that much time off the clock, and you're down 8. And you took that much time off the clock and got a 3-point attempt. Oh, man.
I'm telling you what, I'm going for steals right now. You've got 3:29 left to go in the game. You're not even up to your 5th team foul for the quarter.
I'm pressuring. But listen to me.
They got some shooters, too.
Hey.
That's his 3rd 3 of the game, Kojak. He now has 9 points for the game.
Man,
and they extended that lead to 11, 48-37 with 3:09 left to play.
This kid has not stopped firing. Do you hear me?
They got some good players on that team. And they play well together.
Yes, they do.
Nice take. Good block
good
there.
defense.
Yeah. They're both long, aren't they, right?
They are, man. There's just no urgency when it comes to the Bulldogs. It's like, it almost like they're playing like they're in practice. We're just going through the motion, right?
This is why you practice as hard as you practice to come out here and carry that over to a game situation.
Yes. See, you got to get up on them.
I'm trying to steal everything right now. If you foul them, you foul them. I don't.
Right.
2:39. Time's running out. They're running out of time.
Right. And they don't have, Wapahani don't have any problem with moving the ball around and taking some time off the clock. Look,
honestly,
Coach Luce telling me,
this
let's move it.
This is a good offensive possession.
Yes, it is.
For Wapahani.
Yes, it is, Zach. Yes, it is. You see how they're moving the ball?
There you go. Now, you've got to do that right away. Why did you let a minute and a half, 2 minutes come off the clock?
That's what I'm saying, that there's no urgency, you know, with the Bulldogs, Zach. None whatsoever.
His third. Team second.
Boy, Lapel has some nice pieces, too.
Listen, Zach, I'm in agreement with you. They got some nice pieces, man, but it's like, man, what are we waiting on? I'm telling you.
1-3-1. Look, they changed their defense up here. But you got to be active with it. You got to get them hands moving.
Up.
You got to get them feet active. Look at there.
Oh, my God. Boy, Mr. Luce is pulling from.
Man.
Oh, my goodness.
Dude.
Man, he's back at Wapahani
yes,
pulling up.
Yes, he was. You got to take care of it, boys. I would rather him shoot that.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
1:44 to go in the game, Kojak. 11-point lead for Wapahani. They lead 48-37. They
now
decide
they're
to press with 1:40 to go in the game.
It's just certain that now you're playing out of desperation. You know, this is the type of urgency and with intensity you got to start out the game with. You got to play like this in the beginning.
Every minute, every second, every possession, you got to play that way.
That's right.
You can't take one possession off, Kojak. You know that. From the corner.
Wide open.
Woo, that dude's a shooter, too.
Man, Wapahani's been on fire tonight, Zach. Do you hear me, man? On fire.
He now has 18 points. Camden Bell has 18 points, Kojak, on the night. He is averaging 23.7, a little shy from his average, but he's lit it up tonight.
Yes.
1:28 to go, 51-37. Wapahani with the lead. Timeout.
What's Lapel's record, Zach?
2-1. The only loss they had this year was against the Pendleton Arabians, which I have to say something real quick. Both Keegan Cherry and Kevin Cherry, that's on the coaching staff for Lapel, they used to play for Coach Buck, Joe Buck, who is now coaching Pendleton.
Wow.
So the Cherries are playing against their former coach.
Yeah.
Hey, look, right now he's got them.
Yeah.
He's got their number right now. But
yeah, right. Man, listen.
That's a tough one to get across, get over.
It is.
Yeah.
It is, Coach. We love you, but we coming for you, man. Listen. Hey, look. Hey, we can share our past and memorable, you know, times that we shared back then playing for you. But when I'm playing against you on this court, Coach, I don't like you.
No, I'm
matter
trying
of
to put
fact,
it to
you are the enemy. That's right.
I love it.
You
I
ain't
love
even
that.
coach no more.
I love that.
You know.
I love that, man.
Yeah, man.
1:28 left to go in the game. This is about it. 51-37. Lapel with the ball, and they're down. He can hit that.
I would have
Brody
loved
Judge
to see.
got it.
Great.
That's his third three of the night.
Man, that was a great timeout. And oh wow.
He now has 15 points on the night.
Great play coming out of that timeout and the score, but nah, it's too late now. And the reason why I'm saying it's too late, Zach, is because of Wapahani, the type of team that, you know, that they are and what they display. Yeah, it's too late. 1 minute.
Did you see how quick that went? And he shot that relatively quick with a sense of urgency.
Right.
It was a good play, a good possession, and it was a quick possession. Not every possession has to be quick, but that goes to show you that they can score quickly when they need to.
Right.
When the time's running out like that, you've got to start scoring quick.
And you got to, and right now you have to go for the steal. Don't
Every
just foul
time.
him to foul him. You know, be
Right now,
pressuring.
go for that steal.
Yeah, I got to get up on him. Go for that steal.
Man, they take care of the ball. Smart. 55.4 seconds to go. We're under a minute. 11-point lead for Wapahani, 51-40, and they're going to the free throw line.
Yeah.
Number 10, Luce, will be on the line shooting 2.
The way Luce was shooting that rock, Zach, from Wapahani.
He was at Riverside State, wasn't he?
I'm thinking that this is money. You know. Yeah.
He got it.
300 for the Bulldogs. Number 23.
That's his first free throw of the night.
And also number 3, Tyler.
That gets him into double figures. He now has 10 points, has a chance for his 11th. That boy's been a gym rat. You can tell he's been in the gym his whole life.
But he has an older brother, too, that I used to train, Drew. And Drew had nice skills. So listen, I get it. Yeah.
Basketball family.
Yeah, he had swag out there on the court, man.
And that gives Mr. Luce 11 now after hitting both of those free throws for the night. 48.9 seconds, and he extends that lead, Kojak, 53-40, 13-point lead now for Wapahani. Got to get it up, Mr. Craig.
Man, you know what, Zach? And I'm sure I could definitely be wrong. But when it comes to Mr. Craig, it's almost like he's playing like, you know, I know him in football, I was the man. You know what I'm saying?
Look at there.
And it's almost like I don't want to take any shine or spotlight from anybody and come out here and display that same mentality on the basketball
He's
court.
only going to help this team if he's a little more offensive-minded, because it's going to open everything else up.
Yes.
Especially when he knocks those down, because he can.
When he's aggressive, Zach, because we've seen it.
Number 10, Hall.
Oh, last year?
Yeah. When he's aggressive, this is going to be a different Bulldog team.
33.9 seconds left in the game. 53-42, 11-point lead for Wapahani. I saw a couple substitutions come into the game. It looked like Quade Hall was coming in.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Man, listen.
I didn't see the other sub. I'll look at it in a second.
Listen, I'm telling you, boy, that's going to be somebody to watch. You hear me?
I agree.
Lapel, listen, the Bulldog country, you can get excited being able to watch that young man, you know, in a couple years. Listen, him and Cole.
That's right.
Liam. Yeah.
Well, we said it earlier tonight, Kojak. Quinn Wilkins, they needed him tonight.
They missed Quinn.
They needed Quinn tonight.
Yeah, they missed him bad. Yeah, they missed him real bad.
Doesn't always work out this way, but they're down 11, and Quinn's averaging a little over 12 a game, and they really didn't make up for his lack of scoring tonight. There you go.
You know, Zach, yeah, that was
His first
great
basket
defense, you know, great steal, but this is a wrap.
Yep. 28.4.
Listen to me say
53-44, 9-point lead.
Listen,
Yeah.
I know they like, man, look, it ain't over till it's over.
I got to tell you a real quick story, Kojak. I was at Ball State my freshman year. We were up 7 at Bowling Green University, and obviously didn't get the ball in the right people's hands down the stretch, and other people went to the free throw line, kept missing, went into overtime, and they ended up beating us when we were up 7 with 35 seconds to go. Not that that's going to happen tonight.
Right.
Because that's rare, but.
Right. This Wapahani team. And Coach Luce, I don't think he's going to allow that.
No. I'm impressed with him.
Oh, I am as well.
Quick foul. I'd have been doing that earlier.
Man. But you can probably go ahead and count these though. You can probably count these.
Is that Mr. Luce at the line?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I wouldn't bet against him.
Right, I wouldn't either. And you know what? And if they're hitting their free throws, you know, now if they were missing their free throws, this may be, you know, I may have a different opinion, right?
Yep.
But man, listen, they've been on fire, Zach, the whole game.
Yeah, they've been on.
That'd be very interesting to see what they shot percentage-wise.
It's got to be up there.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, buddy.
He got that one to fall.
It didn't just fall, straight string music.
He now has 12. Chance to get 13 here. And he got it. He now has 13 points on the night, 27.5 seconds. They extend that lead to 11, 55-44. Wapahani with the lead, Bulldogs with the ball. Mr. Craig brings it up quickly, and he lets it go. Little short, down to 20 seconds. Wapahani with the rebound.
Yes, sir. And they're excited too, Zach.
That's it, Kojak. Final score, Wapahani 55, Lapel Bulldogs 44.
Man, hey, that was an impressive win by the Wapahani Raiders, Zach. They came into Bulldog country, listen to me, and it's almost like, you know, they were evenly matched on paper.
Yes,
Zach.
they were, Kojak.
Yeah. And I know that the Bulldogs didn't have Quinn Wilkins, which made, you know, obviously it was a huge difference.
Yes, it was.
You know, not having Quinn out there because they needed him, because they didn't have that outside, that perimeter threat like he would have brought, you know, on tonight, man. But just defensively, man, the Raiders just really exposed the lack of communication, the lack of grit, toughness that the Lapel Bulldogs needed, Zach.
I agree, Kojak. Man, I'm ready with these stats.
Let's go with
All
it.
right, first with Wapahani Raiders. Boy, they had some pretty good.
Yeah.
They got some scorers on that team, Kojak.
They do.
They had 5 guys in the scoring column tonight. Logan Wolf ended up with 3 points. Nate Luce ended up with 13 tonight. Had a pretty balanced night tonight, both first half and second half. Mr. Andrews ended up with 10 points in double figures. They had 4 guys in double figures, Kojak.
Wow.
Camden Bell, 18 points on the evening. Brock Sitgraf had 11, and that gives them the 55 that they had. Then for the Lapel Bulldogs, Devin Craig ended up with 5 points tonight. Tyler Cash ended up with 3. Brody Judge had 15 tonight, Kojak. Bodie Judge had 7. Garber had 2. Luke Jones had 9. And Mr. Hudson came in and had 3 tonight.
Yeah.
And that gives them the 44 that they have. And quite frankly, it just wasn't enough tonight.
It wasn't enough at all, Zach. It wasn't enough at all. Like I said, you know, yeah, they missed Quinn Wilkins, you know. But when you don't have a player, and when a player is out, that means somebody else, you have to step up.
I agree.
If you don't, if somebody's not able to step up, then whoever's there and been producing, you got to produce more.
I'm with you, and I got to say, Kojak, Mr. Jones had a heck of a shooting night tonight. He needs to be looking at that basket more, especially when you got one of your second leading scorers not playing tonight. You got to have a guy looking for the basket.
Absolutely.
Another one is Mr. Craig. He had 5 points in the second half. He needs to look at the basket a little bit sooner in the game. That could have changed his whole momentum of the game.
Listen, Zach, that was very disappointing in what I saw tonight from Mr. Craig. And the reason why, and I'm saying personally, because of what I think he has, what I know he has out here on this court, and what he can bring out here to the Bulldogs, man. We seen it last year, and I'm just saying we just didn't see that same, you know, listen, I'm going to do what I want to do out here on the basketball court. I don't care who you is. That's the attitude he had last year, Zach. And we just didn't see that at all tonight.
I agree. And you know what? They, like we talked about earlier, they have the pieces. I think if they keep working hard and practice hard and carry some of this stuff over and especially start getting after it on that defensive end and communicate, they're going to have a different outcome this year. They've started out well. They're 2-1 now, 2-2 on the season. It's early, so
it's early. So they got time to go ahead and adjust some things. And one is showing up defensively, Zach.
Gotta talk.
Their defense was horrible on tonight,
All
man.
right. Yeah,
really.
I'm with you.
So you know what? I know what the solution is. I know what the solution is. It's a compound solution, and the compound solution is Hall and Co.
I like it. I like it. Well, hey, I got to tell you, if some of my upperclassmen aren't playing the defense or not doing the things that I want them to do, I sure am going to bring somebody in that's going to do what I want them to do. I don't care what grade they're in.
Come on now. I'm coming with them two youngsters.
All right. Anything else you want to add before I start thank yous tonight, Coach?
No, sir, Zach.
All right. First off, I want to thank Lapel High School and the entire Bulldog family. Athletic Director Bill Chase. Thank you, Bill Chase, for letting us come in here and do what we do.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Mr.
We sure have
Chase.
a lot of fun broadcasting these kids, don't we, Coach?
Yeah, we
Jack?
do.
I want to thank Coach Kevin Cherry and his staff. I want to thank Wapahani and Matt Luce. Boy, they were impressive tonight.
Man, Coach Luce, listen to me. You got them young men. Oh, man. Look good.
Yeah, they did.
Looking good.
And then, hey, they're now 4-0 on the season, Kojak, and I understand
like
why.
you said,
I see
right.
why. Big thank you to Money Ministries. Kojak, tell us a little bit about Money Ministries.
Moving obstacles now for every youth, man. You know, we're just walking alongside young people, helping them to see a greater perspective of themselves and of life, man. Yeah.
I love what you and your wife Tamara do over there. You guys are helping out the youth in the community. Please keep doing what you're doing, Kojak.
Absolutely.
Make sure you check them out, moneyministries.com. And then also a big thank you to ZBA, Zachary Basketball Academy.
Yes.
We're done for the year, but listen, guys, Christmas is right around the corner. You want to get your
great
shots
Christmas
up.
gift.
Go to the website, ZacharyBasketballAcademy.com. We start our sessions back up in May of 2025. Our schedule will be out in April of 2025. So make sure you check that out as well. Also, I want to thank the entire Kojak and Zach Show family. Producer ND, Nikki Duroff. Thank you, Nikki, for all you do.
Thank you, ND. Appreciate you. She is.
Yep. Damian James Entertainment, BP. We sure appreciate everything you do. Benny
BP,
Patterson,
yes, we need to see you.
That's right. Ben Carney, BC. Thank you for all the graphic design work that you do for the show.
Absolutely. We need
sure
to see you.
appreciate it.
Every time you do, I'm going to tell them we need
All
to
right.
see them.
Yeah, we do. They need to get to a game or two.
Yeah.
And then Tamara Fuller, Kojak, she takes care of our merchandise down there. Thank you, Tamara, for all you do.
Chip and dip. Thank you.
Chip and dip right there. And then, hey, guys, if you like what we're doing, if you like the content that we're putting out there, it doesn't hurt to help us out, does it, Kojak?
And look, we need it, Zach.
Yeah, we have a Patreon page. We're going to put it up right now. Check it out. Any amount will help. Trust me. We do wish it was free to put these games on for these kids. Hey, these kids deserve it, Kojak.
They do, Zach.
And it's not free. We can
They
use
really
any help
do.
we can get. So check it out. And then also, if you have a business, want to throw some commercials on here, do a little advertisement, make sure you get a hold of us. The Kojak and Zach Show at gmail.com. Get a hold of our producer, ND, Nikki Duroff. She'll take care of you. And then last but not least, T-shirts, sweatshirts, merchandise.
Yes.
We've got them right here. Check it out on the screen. We're going to put it up. Order you one today.
And you know what? And thank you to Sean O'Connor.
Yes.
And also Jared Taylor. You know, they
right.
purchased some merch
Dang right they
tonight.
did. Thank you,
So
guys.
we appreciate you guys. And I know it was somebody else too. I just don't know who that was, the name.
Sure appreciate it.
So yeah, thank you. That's another way to support the Kojak and Zach Show.
Absolutely is.
So we thank you in advance.
All right, we're going to go down here and see if we can get a hold of Coach Cherry or Coach Luce or something. But if not, Kojak, it's been a heck of a night. I want to thank you,
You did a great
1993, Mr. Basketball. Love you, man.
Love you too, man.
Thank
Love
you.
doing this with you.
Me too, buddy. All right, thanks everybody for joining in. Stick around, see if we get some interviews. But if not, have a safe holiday.
Have a good night.